Even some people who are Igbo, there's a way I will discuss Igbo greatness. They'll ask me, this person I'm talking about, which state in Igbo land is he from? I don't emphasize state that you're from. I emphasize the fact that you are Igbo. You can be in a state that is not even in the 5 southeastern states, but you are Igbo. You can be in another ethnic group entirely, but you are Igbo by origin. I'll give you a striking example. I recently posted a video that is still trending here. Everybody likes the video. I did a countdown of the 6 Igbo players playing recently at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. A lot of people are applauding it. But somebody brought a comment under the post to talk about Michael Olise. He said, Michael Olise is not an Igbo person because he has an Urhobo middle name. A middle name does not define somebody. Get that again. A middle name does not define who you are. A surname is what defines your identity. His surname is Olise. And guess what? He is not even from Anyoma. When they did, God give me the grace to try to explain this thing very clearly. When they divided Delta State, when they divided, first of all, Midwest, when they call us Midwest, we were joined together with Yoruba people. And we said, no, we're not Yoruba people. We don't want to be attending meetings in Lagos. For the records, Dennis Osadebe, an Igbo man from Asaba, was the premier. Before he became premier of Midwest, he was a Senate president. Yes, check that. He was a Senate president. Post-independence in Nigeria, he was the first person to become Senate president. He succeeded Nnamdi Azikiwe. So imagine 2 Igbo people being Senate president back to back. So Dennis Osadebe became Senate president. And he's from Asaba. He's from the Igbo speaking part. We call ourselves Western Igbos then. And then we insisted we were uncomfortable being in the same group with Bini, Yoruba, and all those other people, that they should please divide this thing for us. We had Igbo people prominently represented when we were in the Midwestern region. And then we divided, we asked for them to please give us our own region. And they gave us Midwest region from Western region. In that Midwest, we were still with Bini, Urhobo, Isoko, Ijo, Eshan. We said, no, we want our own state. Okay, now give us Anyoma. That was since when the Anyoma agenda started. So they divided and gave us Anyoma, but still carved some Igbo communities into Urhobo. Carved some Igbo communities into Isoko. That is why in Isoko today, you will see people who their name is Obonna, Woma, Okoro. In fact, there's a community in Orogun. The name of the totem animal, you know, we don't have alligator here. I think that's a monitor lizard. They call it Onyuku. In an Isoko community, they call their totem animal Onyuku. That is Onyuku now. You know what Onyuku is? It's Igbo. Their name's Igbo. So it is from one of these Orogun communities in Urhobo that they shared into Urhobo land that the father of Michael Olise came from. So he made sure they retained their Igbo name. They made sure they retained their Igbo name Olise. But he doesn't want to reveal the particular community because of security concerns. And we understand all that, we that are from here. We have been here, we have been seeing what they do with people. Michael Obi's father suffered. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, her mother suffered as well. So the family of Michael Olise do not want to reveal the particular community they come from. But just know that there are Igbo people in Delta State who were carved into Urhobo. No, Urhobo people will be bearing name like Olise. It's not possible now. So they have a middle name Urhobo so that they can show where they live. But his surname is an Igbo name. So I'm just trying to give you a striking example that when I'm talking Igbo greatness, I do not try to bring in the state that the person comes from. Because if I do, you may say, they are not Igbo, they are not from the 5 south. Igbo states are 13 minimum, 13. Even inside this 13, when I say Anyoma, we have 9 local governments out of the 25 in Delta. You would think it just ends in the nine. It doesn't end in nine. Some parts of Anioma people are in Edo. The Ika people were balkanized into two. They left a banker in Edo. You come to this side too, from Kwale down, they went to those border towns, carved in Igbo communities. To let you know that I'm not joking, and what I'm saying is true. In the Delta State Council of Traditional Rulers, their documents, these communities are still listed as Igbo, but they are in Isoko. More than 15 communities listed as IBO, Igbo, but they are in Isoko. So their hope is that over time, they will start accepting that they are no longer Igbo, they are now Isoko. But it's not possible. You will go there and see surnames like Okoro, Ogbonna, Uboma, Nwaboke. Igbo names. Even if they have started losing the language, but their totems, their shrines, their basic items are Igbo in language.